Good afternoon, everyone. We begin the year, every year, with a handbook talk that we call. It's a review of our handbook information and a lot of other information that we want to share with everyone today as we begin the year. But I want to welcome each and every one of you to the new year, the 2015-16 school year, and I hope it will be the best year of your educational career so far. So welcome everybody, and I hope you've had a wonderful summer and ready to engage in the learning process that we have designed for you and will work with you throughout the year. As we begin, we'd like to remind everyone of our core values, because we all need to share in these and understand them and apply them in our daily lives. They're very, very simple and common sense-like. One has to do with respect, and that has to do with respecting each other and respecting the property that we have, and respecting the school, respecting all the people in this school, because everybody deserves that without question. But also it takes a little bit of work sometimes to understand the differences that we have and realize that those differences are okay, but to respect everybody and to share in the learning process together in a really good way is a very important value that we espouse here at Liberty North. It is a true part of our foundation and reason for having this beautiful building that's now gotten even more beautiful as we change from learning villas into a new learning environment in our 3 and 900 wing area. Excellence is a second core value, and we really believe that we know as an adult staff how to work with young people to help you challenge yourself, but challenge yourself in a wonderful way to build upon the skills and knowledge that you have and continue to grow those as we have you work on a lot of things together with us in all of our activities and programs, both academic as well as activity related. And then accountability is the third one, and my assistant principals are going to talk a lot about that, and that's going to be the context within which they talk about a lot of their topics for today, and that is how do we make sure that we're coming to school and doing the things and the right things every day so we maximize the learning potential of everybody here. So anything that we do that takes away from the learning opportunity, whether it's we can code it as a violation of school board policy or just treating somebody with disrespect or in an ill-mannered way, that's what the rest of our administrative team is going to talk a little bit about. But that is a very important topic that we need to understand. If we do it well, then we help everyone achieve their full potential. So the accountability that we talk about is really helping everyone to achieve full potential by just making really good common sense decisions all the time about how we live and work together. And that then brings us into having a really good community where we can share the wonderful experiences that we have. One of the neat things about Liberty North is we typically have the largest student body at our activities of any other school around, and that is indicative of a lot of people that like to come and watch their friends or the people they know or want to be a part of a really neat activity, whether it's an athletic program or a concert or play, musical, all of those things that we can enjoy as a community, and just our daily lives here together is really important. So that's really our fourth core value that we want to emphasize. And then concluding with honesty. And honesty means several things. One is, are we being honest with what we're being asked to do? Are we doing our work and turning in our work to our faculty when we're asked to do things? But also, are we being honest with ourselves? Are we truly reflecting well about who we are and what we want to do in life and how we can improve? Everyone here has a genius, and it's our job as the adults to help you find that and develop that. And if you reflect honestly about who you are and what you like to do and how we can engage with you in that, then we can really help you develop that genius each and every day, and that's our ultimate goal. So those are our core values that we live with every day, and I ask that each of you hold us accountable as the adults to make sure that we're making that happen. Now I'm going to turn over the talk today to our assistant principals. But first I want to introduce you to Mrs. Kurth. Precious Kurth is our new assistant principal at Liberty North High School. She comes from St. Joe, Missouri, where she was a middle school principal, so she really understands how to work with young people, but also with adults. She's already proven herself to be a very sharp educator who's going to help all of us, adults and students, grow. So we welcome Mrs. Kurth to our wonderful team here at Liberty North. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Bob Cornell, the athletic director here at Liberty North High School, and I'm here to talk to you about Eagle activity and our Eagle mindset for the year of 2015-16. We are coming off our most successful year in athletics here at Liberty North, winning the All Sports Conference title for 2014-15 and having a great year. Every year we've been here, we have grown in every sport and continue to improve in every sport and activity through the whole year. This year is not anything different. We are going to have more kids involved in more activities and more events than last year. Already this fall that is happening, and we want every student to be involved in something, whether it's a club, an activity, an athletic event, or anything on that level. We want you involved with that. That will help with your growth as you go through the entire school year and your entire high school career. One great thing that we do, one mindset we have at every home event is we support Eagles and we don't worry about what the other team does or what the other fans do. We are all about supporting Eagles. We have great cheers, great chants, great student participation. Like Dr. Jacobs says, we have the best student body in any event we go to, and we're going to continue to do that this year. We got a great freshman class that's got to be taught how we do EAG, LES. We have a great sophomore, junior, and senior class that knows how to do that, and when our first games roll around, our first events roll around, we need to be ready for that. With all those activities and with all those events and athletics and different clubs we're involved in comes responsibility, and that's citizenship on your part. You need to make sure that you are representing Liberty North High School the best it can be in no matter what it is you're doing. Whether you're on the court, on the floor, out at an event, you need to realize that all those things tie back to Liberty North High School, whether it's academics or citizenship. We have outside rules. Misha tells us about things that takes you out of events if you don't want to behave in a proper way outside of school. So we need to make sure we take care of that. Also, when we have events in a day, we have a game in a day, athletes need to understand, and folks in activities as well, you need to be in the whole school day. You can't miss half the day. You can't miss because of other reasons that just aren't tied to that event. You need to make sure your coaches know. You need to make sure that I know that if there's a doctor's appointment or something that comes up that we are well aware of those. All of this ties back to academics, and what you do in the classroom ties to what you do athletically as well. So make sure that you're taking care of your grades first and foremost, and make sure that if you're missing class that you talk to your teachers, your coaches, to make sure that you have the assignments to make up or work ahead. That's a great way to attack that whole problem, is work ahead and get your assignment so you know how to handle that. It's going to be a great year to be an Eagle. Look forward to it. We're not fixed in any way, shape, or form. What we've done in the past, we're moving forward. So everything from this point on is going to be awesome. Next up will be Mr. McCabe to talk to you about some issues and some discipline issues that he covers.
Good afternoon, Liberty North. I'm Mr. McCabe, assistant principal here. This year I will be responsible for students in the grades of 10 through 12, sophomores through seniors, whose last names begin LE through Z. So I look forward to working with that specific target of students, but also getting to know all of you and getting to see what makes all of you tick. I want to get you in the right mindset for this year as it relates to our student discipline process. I'm hopeful that the student discipline process is not the focal point and target of what we're going to work with you. We want to help you, your growth here as a student, and in doing that, there are some things here that we need to go through. The first thing is our office referral process. The basic thing is the teacher is responsible for the classroom management and the things that go on in your room. The teacher will send you as a student for the office referral for, in essence, the two main reasons are you're disrupting your own learning or you're disrupting the learning of others in your classroom. That's something that gets you sent to us, and when you do that, we ask that you come down to the office immediately. You check in with Ms. Anderson at the front. Ms. Anderson will send you to the appropriate assistant principal, and Ms. Kinder, who is the administrative assistant for the assistant principals, will be down there to help as well. When you get down there, that is your time that we afford you the opportunity with your student rights and your due process to go through the situation. We're not fixed in any way, shape, or form when you get down there as to what we are going to do and what we're going to assign per board policy. We need to understand the totality of the situation and get to know you and work with you as an individual. At that time, we'll take appropriate action consistent with board policy, ranging from warning, conferences, to a suspension of up to 10 days for incidents that we would consider minor infractions of board policy. There are also the major infractions of board policy. These usually carry 10 days of suspension or longer, and in most cases we'll also work with legal consequences and a referral for law enforcement depending upon the severity of the major violations. When we talk about major violations, drugs and alcohol, assault and fighting, repeated bullying, harassment, sexual harassment, those things are the major violations that would constitute a suspension of longer than 10 days and legal consequences. In doing that, you as students have a responsibility to police and take care of each other and make sure that things are being done here that you would want your school community to be okay with. We ask that as students see things or hear of suspicious things that to keep our building safe, that you report those to the adults, whether it's directly the assistant principals or other teachers that you have relationships with. There's no tattletelling, there's no narking on people. We are here to make this place safe so that you can really look forward to coming here every single day. In relationship to technology, there is the laptops that you guys are issued that are school property. So keep that in mind, that they're a great learning tool for your growth as a student. But what we want you to keep in mind is that those are property of the school district, and the things and the freedoms that you may feel on those are also things that have in the past resulted in student discipline issues. Last thing, we have our parking that I want to talk to you about. Parking, every student who parks on campus must have a parking permit. That is a fixed rule that we have throughout that is not going to change. So make sure that if you're going to park on campus, you do have a permit which can be purchased in our main office. Make sure that if you do receive tickets for any infractions, you come down, pay those, or make arrangements to pay those in our office. Look forward to getting to see you guys back here in school. Look forward to getting to work with you throughout the entire school year and making the 2015-2016 school year the best one we've had yet.
Good afternoon, Liberty North Eagles. My name is Ms. Kurth, and I am assigned 10th through 12th grade students whose last names begin with A through LA. I would like to make you aware of our fixed school attendance policy and requirements. Compulsory attendance requires students to attend school regularly until a student receives a high school diploma or reaches the age of 18. Therefore, we appreciate your effort to be here every day, ready and prepared to learn, grow, and engage in the Liberty North community. In the event that a student is absent, it is required for a parent or guardian to inform the school of the reason and duration of the absence. It is the responsibility of the student to contact his or her teachers if an absence occurs and make arrangements with each teacher individually to make up classwork and establish a timeline for work to be completed and returned. If a student is absent from any class 10 periods or more, the student risks not receiving credits for the course. Students must earn a total of 25.5 credits to be eligible for graduation and receive a high school diploma. Every class is designed to help advance you towards graduation. Please establish your mindset to be here daily and on time. It is expected that students arrive to all classes on time every day. And students with 2 or more tardies will be referred to administration for a conference and/or consequence. High school is an exciting time, and we encourage you to become involved in clubs, activities, and our athletics program. Your high school experience will be more rewarding and memorable if you connect with school outside of the classroom. Find one thing that you love and embrace it. Now, Ms. Fletcher.
Welcome back, Eagles, to the start of another great school year. This year, I am in charge of working with the freshmen, and for you freshmen that don't know me, my name is Mrs. Fletcher. However, I'm always available to assist with upperclassmen when the situation arises. As the freshman administrator, I am charged with overseeing the successful transition of our past 8th graders into our new exciting high school as our new freshmen. Some of our fixed mindsets that you have from last year on how you learned, the experiences that you had at that time are about to change. Your potential and growth will be explored and challenged every day in a new way. Nelson Mandela was quoted saying that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. We're challenging each of you to grow and change your world through the educational opportunities that you have here at Liberty North. As a member of the North Administrative Team, I was also asked to talk about the dress code. We do have rules in place. We do have an understanding that student expression is encouraged and recognized by our school board and our building. And with that being said, we do want you to know that there needs to be a balance between what you wear, your expression, and health and safety. That being said, again, the rules that we are applying are that promoting drugs and alcohol or anything that's obscene or profane is not permitted here in school on your clothing. Any print that is derogatory or negative towards any race or ethnic group is also not permitted. No ball caps or head coverings are permitted unless you have permission from an administrator. Ladies and gentlemen, please use good discretion and choice when choosing your outfits for the day. Appropriate tank tops, strapless tops are not permitted. Bare midriffs are not permitted. Tank tops for gentlemen, as long as they are the manufactured store kind, not homemade cutout armholes. We do also encourage you to look at our handbook. In our handbook, we have our rules, and our rules are very direct in what is appropriate. We do address the length of shorts and skirts in there, so I would ask that you please refer to your handbook if you have any questions. For safety reasons, if a teacher asks you to remove a piece of clothing or to tie your hair back, please do so. In your science classes or in a PLTW class, it might be very important for you to secure items that you are wearing. Again, that would be for safety reasons. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our emergency drills. By state law, we are required to perform drills. We are required to do 1 fire drill per month, and we are required to do 1 tornado drill and 1 crisis drill per quarter. Drills must be taken seriously. If you're asked to move to a tornado shelter or to your assigned fire zone, please do so in a quiet and orderly manner. Once you are there, listen for directions. Thank you for your attention. I hope that you have a wonderful year.
Welcome back, Eagles. My name is Ms. Camp, and I serve as the administrative intern here at Liberty North. One of my roles involves coordinating a program called Eagle Hour. Eagle Hour is a time for academic support that's built into our school day, and regardless of the grade that you've earned in the class, we want to make certain that you have everything that you need to be successful. So this time offers the opportunity to connect with your teachers, to get involved in tutoring, clubs, and activities. However, we've made some changes. We've changed our mindset a little bit about the 2015-2016 school year. We want to share with you a few of those changes now. We have removed the fixed advisory class from your schedule. It will no longer be separate from your regular classes. In order to grow this program, we have moved KNET to the end of 5th hour, and we will take care of the business of Eagle Hour during that KNET time frame. So things like grade checks or other advisory lessons that normally would have taken place at a different time will now take place during that extended time. We will still assign tutoring sessions and use the attendance program that we have been using, so you will still be encouraged to log on to the Eagle Hour attendance program to see where you're assigned each day for tutoring. We will also have travel pass stickers. Those will go on the back of your student ID for students who earn all grades of A, B, or C. So make certain you have your student ID with you at all times. It's going to be incredibly important. Students with those travel pass stickers will have the opportunity to visit some of our flex spaces in the building. Those will include our cafeteria, the new blended learning space upstairs, our learning stair, and the Eagle Group Gathering or egg space that we have downstairs, just off the 300s hallway. Travel Pass students will also be able to engage in a few activities that we have going on from Link or Stuco, and more information will be provided later about those particular activities. The LMC will remain open to students. They will continue to have their online ticket system available for students as well. Students who receive a grade of D or F in any class will not receive a Travel Pass sticker. They will remain with their 5th hour teacher. In addition, we will run a freshman study center, so freshmen in need of intervention may be assigned to an intensive tutoring program in the back of the LMC. This has just been a brief overview of our Eagle Hour program. We will provide a great deal more information before we roll this out after the first few weeks of school. But if you would like additional information about Eagle Hour at any time, there is a link to the website. It is on our Liberty North homepage under Quick Links. It says Eagle Hour. Please click there. And as Dr. Jacobs echoed earlier, we look forward to this being the very best school year yet. Go Eagles!